under some influence, okay? Something was sent to a Capricorn by their family, okay? Someone was under influence, or a Capricorn was involved in sending you something that you shouldn't have got up from, okay? They were sending you energy, okay? They was paying a practitioner, okay? Someone was going back and forth, paying a practitioner, okay, to send you energy that you shouldn't have got up from, something you shouldn't have got up from, okay? You could have spoken about something like having a surgery or something that was done to you, okay? Something you shouldn't have got up from, some energy they sent you, but you got up from it, okay? All right, because you are emotionally fulfilled, you're content, okay? You could be speaking of this, okay? There could be a Queen of Swords involved, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. Someone here could have been watching you, okay? Seeing if you'd get up from this, okay? Or this could be an investigator that could have been speaking to someone, okay? Someone here could have been speaking to someone, okay? Someone was going back and forth, sending energy, okay, from overseas, okay? Energy was getting sent from overseas, or someone come from overseas, or energies come from overseas, or something was sent from overseas, okay? Someone and their lover, okay, was paying a practitioner, okay, to get something done from overseas, to send some energy from overseas, okay? Something about the community. Community may be aware of this, or the community, or someone here was manipulating people in the community, or the community could have been their friends, or community are aware, or the community could be gossiping about this couple now, okay? Or the community, something about the community. I don't know, the community sit on them, or the community are aware, or the community are pulling their energy back from this person, knowing the truth. Like, wow, is that what you do, okay? Expectation, someone could be expecting something, okay? I don't know, it could be prison. Maybe someone cross-examined them, or something was changed, or the truth came out, or their lies didn't add up, okay? Something was sent from overseas, someone took swift action, sudden movement, okay, to cause you a demise, something you shouldn't have got up from, some dark energy, okay? Someone sent you some dark energy, okay? They were sending dark energy, okay, from something you shouldn't have got up from, okay? Someone from overseas, you could be hearing seagulls, okay? There could be a sign to you, signs and synchronicities, okay? Someone is way down burdened, someone overseas, that energy could be going back fast, okay? Back to them, overseas, okay? To the practitioner, okay? Or the person that was involved in paying the practitioner, okay? Someone was paying the practitioner to get something done from overseas, or, okay, something about overseas, okay? Someone was in a relationship, okay? Someone was in a relationship, okay? You have something about a Page of Cups. This is a young energy, a child, okay? A child, okay? I hope someone weren't having a relationship with a child. That's disgusting. Or someone that's a teenager. You know what I mean? Like, okay? This could be someone that's a teenager, okay? Yeah, someone was a dark energy. Someone could have been under the influence. Someone could have been on drugs. Someone could have been their family that was doing this to them. Or this was your family, or the Ten of Cups. Something's ended, okay? Or the Ten is a completion, okay? They may have tried to prevent you from getting into a relationship. Someone was watching, Aquarius energy. Someone's watching. Someone's seeing that your wishes are granted. Your profound emotional fulfillment. Someone's seeing that this is some type of personal satisfaction, okay? You're secure, okay? You're secure, okay? There's someone here expecting, expectations, something about community could be gossiping. You see how they're looking and at the family, okay? There could be people in the community like gossiping, or there could be people in the community are like, wow, you done that, okay? Or people in the community are They could have taken, I don't know, there could have been some fast action, there could have been a fight, something serious may have happened with weapons, okay? Something went back to someone, okay? Something you shouldn't have got up from, okay? Or something's gone back and someone wasn't able to get up from what they sent you, whoever they paid, okay? Something about overseas. So we have Page of Cups, Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio, Two of Pentacles, Earth Sign, Taurus, Capricorn, Virgo, Ten of Cups, Water Signs, Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio, Eight of Wands, Aries, Leo, Sag, okay? Ten of Swords, Gemini, Libra, and Aquarius, okay? I don't know if this Aquarius was sending, okay, or you was watching, or you were vigilant, or this was someone that was watching and then going back with information like, oh, they're still okay, they're still okay, they're not DEAD yet, okay, all right, someone was watching, someone was going back with information. You see the swords there, okay? Betrayal, betrayal, betrayal. Someone was watching, someone was backstabbing, someone was sending bad energy, someone was paying a practitioner, okay? Someone was watching. Nine of Cups, someone seen that your wishes are granted, okay? Emotional satisfaction. Someone didn't want, someone could have been speaking bad about you, not expecting you to get back up from it. Your wishes are granted. People are pouring into you. Emotion. Cups represent emotions, okay? There's a Queen of Swords here, whether it's the same one, okay? Just watching, or they've got someone watching, or there's some young energy, or they were using young energies to watch and then come back and give them information to go back and forth, okay? They're seeing that your wishes are granted, that emotional satisfaction, expectation, okay? Maybe they were expecting something for you not to get back up from, okay? There was a devil, okay? Or the person, Capricorn energy, whether they were under the influence or drugs, alcohol, or someone was sending them energy or sending you energy, okay? But you are divine feminine, so it could have been you. Your wishes are granted, emotional satisfaction. Whatever they sent you has gone back, okay? Back. Someone was paying practitioner from overseas, okay? Going back and forth, paying him, okay? Spending a lot of money, okay? Sending this dark energy to you, okay? Over and over and over again, okay? Travelling back and forth, overseas, sending it back and forth, overseas, okay? Someone was dark, someone's really dark, okay? Something's coming back, something went back, okay? Someone was in the Ten of Cups relationship, okay? Something to do with their lovers, okay? So it could have been a couple that was involved, all right? Community. That could be, you know, if you're an air sign, you're not having your emotional fulfillment, you could be someone that's speaking up, speaking the truth, okay? Speaking the truth, okay? You could have exposed someone, you could have said something about someone here that was done, or something that was done to you, or someone was hoping that something wouldn't be said. Something you said, okay, caused something, okay? The house, okay? Someone lives in a house. There's a house, something about a house, gated community. Someone had a house, okay? Thief, okay? So someone may say, well, how did you manage to buy that house? Okay, they were involved in skullduggery, all right? They were involved in shenanigans, okay? Not good things. They were bad. They were a bad person. They were involved in not good things, making up to the community like, well, you know, you can trust me. They were a thief. People in the community are like, oh, is that how you received a house? Okay, something about a house. How did you get that house? Where did you get the money from to get that house? Okay, yeah, they were involved in spell work. Okay, could have been involved in M's. Okay, causing people's M's and getting payments for it. Okay, getting payments. Right, transferring money into a bank, going to the bank, putting the money in the bank. Okay, someone was saving up money. Someone was a thief. Okay, stealing. Okay. Someone was having relationships with people, sending them bad energy, then finding out that person that they got involved in may have passed away, and then they went and stole their goods, or it could have been people that, you know, they went to single women, okay, single women or that got children, alone in the house, ain't got no husband or partner, okay, go in there, travelling there, okay, oh, you need this work done, you need that work done, but involved in a practitioner, or they was under the influence of a drug and making out like, you know, they could be trusted, going to people's homes, but stealing, okay, stealing, they were a thief, okay, they were a thief. That's how they obtained this wealth. They were a thief, okay? Involved with a practitioner, doing something overseas, okay? Sending energy from overseas, paying a practitioner from overseas, okay? Someone here was a thief. Travelling. Someone may have travelled around you, or someone may have said so-and-so's going to be there, and they may have tried to get back in your energy. They may have travelled, okay? Someone was watching to give someone the heads up that you were travelling, or you went somewhere. You may have bucked up, you know, someone travelled, Capricorn travelled, or you may have seen them, you know, going to a friend's or something. They tried to get back in your energy. Someone was watching. Someone gave someone a heads up. So-and-so's travelling there. They were there when you were there, okay? Maybe they couldn't believe it. Oh, my God, like they're still all right, okay? Something that weren't expecting you to get up from. Instead, they're seeing that your wishes are granted, that you're having your wishes granted, okay? Wish fulfillment, emotionally fulfilled, okay? Queen of Swords, something you spoke of, okay, or they were working with a Queen of Swords, or this could have been someone that could have been an authority figure, okay, someone was paying someone to watch you, okay, they were watching you, okay, stalking, watching the house, okay, these people, they're just all thieves, okay, this is how they receive their income, their money, their goods, their wealth, okay, they send bad energy, there could be people they've many people they've done this to, people that have passed away from this, okay, people that weren't protected, okay, they've stolen, okay, they're a thief, stealing people's goods, okay, going in women's handbags, men's wallets, they're a thief, okay, they're a thief. Someone in the home is a thief. Ah, adjudication. Oh, yeah, they stole a lot of great fortune. They received a lot of money. Okay, maybe their bank account. I'm hearing bank account seized. Okay, great fortune. They may have gone to the bank and there was nothing in it. Okay. Hey, that would be good, wouldn't it? Huh? Yeah, they went to the bank. All their fortune could have been zero. Okay, or their bank account was frozen. Okay. Adjudication. This could have been investigators taking the information to the judge, like, look, we've got this, look, okay, all right, we've gone to the bank, we've got this information, this person should have been able to have all that money. Where did they get the money from? Okay, they've been questioned, where did you get the money from? How did you afford that house? Okay, all right, yeah, because they're a thief. Stealing from people in the community. Yeah, that's how they received their great fortune, okay? I don't know if they was involved in a crooked official, let's just say. It could be either or either. And someone was watching you and trying to cause you some type of ending, or sending you energy, or wanting you to act out a certain way, and then they were there watching and taking pictures and having people watching you and spying and stalking, and then they kept going back to the judge. Oh, we've got this, Your Honour. We've got this information, Your Honour. Look how the judge is looking at her like, excuse me. Like she's trying to control the judge. The judge is like, this is my courtroom, okay? Okay, there's some information. Maybe these are the two lovers, the two crooked officials, okay? They would kept going back to the judge. That's just for some, all right? Kept going back to the judge like, you can, I'm an authority figure. You can trust me, Your Honour, right? Yeah, but they were, that's just for some, okay? Or there's some information that they got in regards to the thief, okay? They took the information back, they gathered information, took it back to the judge, okay? Right, so again, you know, it could have been either two crooked officials that was working with a Capricorn, okay, in the community, all right, getting paid onto the table, working together, sending energy back and forth, paying a practitioner to send energy or to do something or send something from overseas, going back and forth, whether it's travel back and forth overseas or someone kept taking flights overseas or, yeah, something, okay, was happening overseas, or maybe they were like, well, that didn't work. Let's send more energy. So they kept sending, doing it day and night, kept going back and forth. They kept going back and forth, okay, rounds and arounds and around, okay, yeah, nighttime, daytime, afternoon, whatever, okay, sending bad energy. Someone was under the influence, okay, someone was under the influence of someone else, okay, whether it was a crooked official, someone who was under the influence, or they had them under the influence, or, okay, confirmation, adjudication, someone's in front of the judge, whether it is the lovers, okay. Yeah, the crooked officials, okay, that was working with this person in the community, okay, that was sending the energy, right, okay. Well, I mean, the property is really nice, isn't it? Like a gated community, something to do with a gated community, okay? Or there could have been officials getting some information in regards to a person that lives overseas, okay? There was someone that was sending energy. It could have been someone's lover, okay? Someone was working with their lover. They lived in a gated community. They could have been rich, okay? They could have been well known, known in the public, okay? Someone was sending, okay, the partner. Someone was working with their lover, okay? Could have been same sex, okay? Someone was working with their lover overseas to cause another this. They shouldn't have got up from this because of them paying the practitioner, okay, to cause someone's demise. Back and forth, back and forth. Someone was travelling back and forth to their lover, okay. Someone lived in a gated community, very rich area, okay. Someone's taking their partner to court, okay. Someone's going to court. This could have been them working with, like, just say, it could have been two men, two women, okay, just saying two men. Could have been, maybe, or it could have been the woman there that had the emotions for the man, but the man didn't have no emotions for the woman because they were working with their lover, same sex, okay. They were both like on demon time, do you understand? Okay, yeah, look, same sex, okay, but someone here had children with that person. They kept paying a practitioner, okay, or they kept travelling back and forth to their lover, okay, their lover, okay. Page of Cups, someone's child. You have a child with this lover, this person, this partner, the one that was cheating, the one that was a thief. They were hoping to steal, okay. There could have been someone that passed away, could have been a practitioner, okay. Something happens in a house, okay. Someone passed away in a house, okay, or something happens in a house, okay. You could be a mature woman, or there could have been a mature woman involved. Someone's in bad health, okay. Someone's in despair, okay. Someone's in despair, someone's lost their job. Someone's like, look, they feel shame, they can't hide it, they can't show their face, shameful, okay. So maybe someone here that was living the life of Riley, yeah, living lavish, now they're in despair, okay. They've lost their job, they're not hiring, someone's not hiring them, okay. They could have been put in front of the judge, okay, or there's evidence to support the conviction of this person, okay? Some information's come out about that, okay? Something's been resurrected, or something's been brought back up, okay? Something's been, some old information, or someone's dug something up to find something, okay? It could be old information, anything, okay? Someone here is guilty of this, or involved in it. They could have done it 10 times. Wow. Someone was a thief. A mature woman. I don't know if that's someone's mother, or someone's mother knew, or an older woman was involved, okay? Yeah, they're going to prison. Someone ratted someone out, or someone's like, well, you know, someone in the community was involved. They're like, well, I'm not taking all the full responsibility. Someone could be ratting someone out, like, yeah, well, they paid me. They paid me. I didn't really know. They paid me to watch and stalk. I didn't know, okay? Or maybe someone lied to someone to get someone to watch, or energies to watch another, okay? You know, when you're still involved, though, I'm hearing you're still involved, someone's still going to get maybe a lesser prison sentence. Someone ratted someone out to get a lesser sentence, okay? Toil and labour. Yeah, they were doing this constantly, going back and forth, back and forth, back and forth, back and forth, constantly doing it, okay? I'm getting told they spent so much money. This practitioner must be, well, well, you know, that they were spending so much money, a lot of money, going back and forth, okay, toiling and labouring, back and forth, around and around and around, spending a lot of money, I'm hearing, okay? Thousands, could have been even up to $1 million or something like that, but it's just, you know, they had the money to do it, they were constantly sending it. Oh, sooner or later, they're going to be down, okay? You weren't expected to get up from this. They kept sending it, speaking bad, behind your back, backstabbing you, whether to people, to get people involved, or they kept using this could have been all different practitioners, okay, that they were paying, and he's still here to tell the story, okay? Someone's still here to tell the story. Well, that was a waste of money, I'm hearing, yeah? They must be gutted spending all that money, and someone is here to tell the story. High honour, someone could be seen as high honour, or someone was in the army, or someone was seen as high honour. Now they're disgraced, I'm hearing, now they're disgraced. You're a disgrace to our establishment, I'm hearing, okay? It was a main male, okay? Someone here received or will be receiving a message of concern, okay? About something to do with a wealthy man, okay? Someone felt like they were privileged, but it really weren't their money. Or it could have been to do with a privileged lady that they'd done this to, okay? They wanted to take your money, they wanted to take your riches, okay? They didn't want you to survive this, okay? These people could have been involved in something to do with child. TRAFFICKING. Okay? Overseas. Paying, receiving a lot of great fortune, okay? People paying big money, people paying big money, oh gosh. Okay. Something that you should have got when you was 18, they stole your inheritance, okay? This is what they do. They go and they take children, take their inheritance, okay? This is how this man become wealthy, okay? He was involved in some really nasty, these people are dark and nasty, let me tell you, okay? Something, they opened up an official letter, okay? Or someone will be receiving an official letter, or someone was official, or this official, okay? Someone was official, they received a letter, okay? Which was a message of concern, okay? The letter, the official person received a message of concern, okay? Someone tried to set you up for a okay? Alright, or yeah, someone tried to set someone up, okay? Whether it was trying to pin something on someone, someone could have stolen someone's ID or went in a handbag or their wallet, or they tried to sign something in someone's name to try to set someone up, okay? Look, trying to cast an illusion, alright? It's an illusion. Someone around you was an illusion. It was an illusion they presented. It was an illusion, okay? It's just an illusion. Ooh, ooh, yeah. Okay, it was an illusion. Occupation, yeah, someone was working on their occupation, okay? Nighttime, someone tried to stitch someone up, yeah? Someone tried to stitch someone up, okay? Someone on their occupation tried to stitch someone up, okay? They tried to stitch another up, okay? They were like, yeah, well, we're the fake authorities, or we're the corrupt authorities. Let's put this together. Let's stitch them up for this crime and that crime and this crime. And let's make something look like it was them. They tried to stitch a divine feminine up, okay? Something that you shouldn't have got up from. They want to try to stitch you up for things, okay? They try to stitch you up for stuff, okay? They were going back and forth to the judge and presenting this and presenting that. Well, we've got this evidence, you judge, and we've got this evidence, you judge, and blah, 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 you judge, and this, your honour. Okay, they kept going back and forth to the judge. Could have been over 10 times. They were trying to present fake evidence, okay? Something they put together, try to stitch you up, okay? They tried to stitch you up. They tried to cast an illusion about you. What a wicked set of people. Yeah. They were watching you as you were travelling, okay, watching. Look at the couple in the background watching, okay, they were watching. They were paying children to watch. Yeah, they were getting children involved, okay. Page of Swords, Page of Cups, manipulating children, okay, paying children, okay, paying. Someone here was a child, Aquarius energy, they were paying. I will watch. And they were going back with information, okay? Stalking, watching, peeping, creeping, I'm hearing. Yeah, they were creeping around, okay? Someone's in bad health. Yeah, well, they would be, because all this spell work's gone back, okay? Someone's in bad health. They could be sick, okay? Because maybe they're not going to survive something. Someone's in bad health. Maybe someone's like, they gave some letter or note to a nurse or something like that. Maybe the nurse gave it to... Okay, there could have been someone that was... Someone could have been a wealthy man. Someone that could have wanted to leave someone something. They gave it to the nurse. Maybe the nurse gave it to an investigator. But little did they know the investigator was corrupt or something like that, okay? Or they stole this money, or they didn't give the money to the rightful owner, or they were involved in trying to stitch you up. They were involved in trying to stitch you up so you couldn't get this money, okay? They were trying to steal this money. They're trying to keep it for themselves. They were desperate to keep it for themselves. Yeah, someone gave you a gift, okay? Or you have a gift, okay? Yeah, it was an official person, someone that was seen in as high honour. Wow. Sudden wealth, yeah. The light is shone on someone, now they're concerned, or the light was shone on them, or they were exposed, or I don't know if a judge was involved or a judge knows something, or they're like, well, boy, okay, that's serious. Change. Someone has to move out of the house, or you could be moving, okay? They may have tried to send someone towards you to try to get in with you because they knew something was coming, or someone might, well, I'm sorry for this, or I mean, you see how she's looking to the side, like someone's trying to apologise, okay? I mean, this could be someone that maybe they were investigating something and maybe they couldn't blow their cover, or someone may want to come towards you and say, caught shit. Someone's brother may have a beard, I'm not sure. They've got some dark hair, dark brown, black hair. Could be like wavy or kind of straight, okay? Someone's older brother, someone suited and booted. Yeah, someone suited and booted, yeah? Okay. Someone's watching from overseas, a mature man, okay? With the books there, it's information, okay? Whatever, some information you've given. Someone's watching from overseas in regards to the information that you've given, okay? Your wishes will be granted, okay? You may have solved something, some information that you gave helped solve something, okay? Any more messages in regards to the situation? The Empress, you could be a mother, someone was working with their mother. Okay. You could have been birthing something, some of you, a child, or you're about to, or maybe someone got pregnant from someone here, or, you know, you are a mother, okay? Maybe they set out to come for your children too, okay? They come for you, they come for your children. You're like, yeah? Boy. They should never have come for you and your children, okay? You vibrate in love, Venus, okay? You're loving, you're very loving, okay? Yeah, you can stand up for yourself. You'll speak your truth. You're a loving person, okay? All right? Venus, all right? You know your place, okay? Okay, yeah, there was a mother here, of course, they're loving to their children, but maybe someone was working with their mother, okay? Their mother was loving to them, okay? Or someone was trying to do something to you, Empress, Taurus, Libra energy, or there could have been another one of these energies involved in this, okay? Someone's mother, okay? I don't know if this person was the mother to Page of Cups, Page of Swords, I'm not sure, okay? Or it could be the mother to the Aquarius, okay? Okay, strength. You have a lot of strength, calming anger after the storm, okay? Calming anger. You may be angry finding this out, or use angry, okay? Like, wow. Yeah, especially people come for your children. Like, boy. Okay. Okay. Anyway, strength, okay? You have a lot of strength, okay? You were the one that they shouldn't have come for. They come for many, but you were the bait for them. You were the last one they're going to do this to, okay? The information's out there, okay? They should never have come for you, Divine Feminine, okay? They thought you were weak. They thought you were just like the rest. You wasn't. The universe, God had enough, okay? And your ancestors weren't about to allow it. Your ancestors were angry, okay? You may have called on all the archangels to come and protect you, okay? Seven of Swords. Someone here was a thief. Someone here was sneaky, okay? Okay, I don't know if it was the same person, okay? Someone's mother, okay? Someone could be dark skin, okay? A black woman, okay? Seven of Wands, don't have to be black, could be any other colour. Like a black woman, but it could be someone that comes from a country where the skin's darker, okay? Seven of Swords, someone, they could have been African or they've got African descent. Seven of Swords, someone was a thief, someone kept looking back, okay? Like, have I been seen? They were trying to sneak off, okay? Watching. Pay attention to people when they... Pay attention to those that leave a house and are always looking behind them, okay? There's a house across there, the same house that I said where I caught someone peeping out the window the other day, and when they saw me stood out there, they turned the light off. He come out of that house, it was a tall like man. He come out of that house yesterday, and he looked behind him like this, okay? He didn't even cross over the road, all right? Pay attention to people that are looking behind them, because it's like they're looking behind them to see if they're being seen. That's why, or they're getting followed. That's why they're looking behind them, like, do you understand? They're looking behind, like, have I been seen? Can I sneak away? Can I get away without being seen? Okay, someone was trying to get away. Someone was sneaky, okay? Sneaking around. Someone was a sneaky energy, okay? Someone wait. The High Priestess, yeah. This could have been the High Priestess, the Dark High Priestess they use in a house, okay? Okay, someone was... Dark High Priestess in the house sending you some energy, divine feminine, okay? They were trying to sneak. You see the swords there? Okay. Someone was sneaking around. High Priestess. This was the Dark High Priestess, okay? You knew what's hidden. You know what's hidden, okay? How can they think they can get away with this when you know what they're doing? Someone like may eat pomegranates. Something to do with pomegranates, okay? Maybe as a child you were given pomegranates. Or your father or mother used to give you pomegranates. They're the big red things, okay? They're hard and they've got all the seeds and pips inside it. It's like red inside, pomegranates, okay? Ace of Pentacles. Okay, and yeah. Financial success. You're at an aligned time to set your intentions, okay? So you set your intentions, okay, by speaking up, okay? Having your emotional fulfillment, okay? Speaking of situation, what was done to you, things that you've gone through. Talking about the sneaky energies, trying to get away. Someone was trying to get away, okay? Someone was going back and forth, paying a practitioner. Someone made a lot of money, Ace of Pentacles. Or you could receive a payout for something that you've put through, okay? You know, emotional distress, trying to cause your M. Like, this is serious, okay? Something may get made in your favour in a court case, whatever, okay? Five of Swords, okay, conflict, defeat. There they tried to send you conflict, defeat, challenges, betrayal, loss. You were self-aware. You become self-aware, okay? Someone may got seen on the camera stealing something, taking something, hiding something, okay? Five of Swords, defeat, okay? It's like, look, they dropped the swords, or they had to drop the swords, or they had to walk away from the situation, okay? Okay. Five of Swords. It could be something to do with a knife, okay? Something to do with a knife. Someone taking a knife off someone. Someone trying to... Maybe that was another thing you went through. Someone trying to lunge at you with a knife. Someone here could have taken the knife off them, okay? All right. Someone, they tried to cause you your loss, okay? You're like, wow. They were paying people, okay? People that was on drugs, the devil, okay? Okay. Yeah, it was an illusion. Okay, they casted illusions to people to steal. Right, they were working with a witch, dark witch. Oh, my nose is itching. When it's itching, that means I'm speaking the truth. Or yeah, thank you, spirit guides. Seven of Cups. It was an illusion. It was all an illusion. It was just an illusion. Yeah, they cast an illusion to steal. Like someone was a witch. Okay, could have been the same Queen of Swords, all right, with the blonde hair. Okay, she was a witch. All right, she worked with the coven. Okay. They took a blood oath. Okay. Yeah, the witch that was part of the coven, okay? The group, coven is the group, okay? But the Seven of Pentacles, investment, wealth. Yeah, they invested their time and energy. This is how they got their wealth, the coven, okay? The group. These people, because they use them, so many of them, or the group, it's like they want you living in fear. You're someone that don't live in fear. You weren't living in fear. You weren't about to be in fear. When your vibration's low and you're angry, living in fear, they've got you. Do you understand? You were like, no, 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 I'm not living in fear. I'm not fearing you. Okay? It's an illusion. Okay? All right? They were on the outside of you. These are people on the outside of you. They were wearing masks. The truths were coming to the surface. The darkness they sent you, they were starting to feel real uneasy because it was creeping back up to them. Okay, it was coming back on them. You see? Something about water, or it's underwater, or maybe they go to a particular lake and start humming or doing whatever they do. It's like they were calling on some type of spirit. Okay, they're calling on some type of spirit. Okay, now the spirit's coming back. They're feeling real uneasy. Okay, the ones that were wearing masks. Okay. Someone was watching you from a distance. Someone knew your ships were coming in. Something like that, okay? Or something about travel overseas. Someone from overseas was getting information, or someone from overseas, okay? Three of Wands. Someone's watching from overseas. Someone, yeah, they set out to you because you knew your ships are coming. So they had these people working behind the scenes to cause some type of endings, to cause you to be able to steal. So they found out you were someone that, you know, done what you done, or, you know, you're on your own, and they're like, yeah, that's an easy target, okay? All right? It's like you were the bait trap for these people. They were like, oh, this will be no problem. They're on their own. Yeah, this will be no problem, okay? They casted an illusion around you, but little did they know that you were the high priestess, okay? They thought like you were just any normal Joe Blog, okay? They worked with a dark witch in their coven. You were the high priestess. They also had a dark high priestess, okay? They were going to someone, this group, this coven, they were working with a dark high priestess, okay? The star, you're healing. You're healing, okay? Your star seed. You're healing. Or when they come towards you to do this, you was going through the healing process, okay? Wheel of Fortune, top of the wheel, okay? This is the karmic wheel, okay? They're under there. They're receiving bad karma, okay? Changes, cycles, and luck, okay? Aquarius, Scorpio, Taurus, Capricorn, okay? These are the people that were involved in casting the illusion, okay? The illusion. or they had people close to you in your family to cast you an illusion, okay? Like, well, if you can use a sister or a brother, she'll never know, he'll never know, okay? Okay. They were coming between families, or they were casting, they were lying to one family member about the other family member, or they're trying to split up families, or they wanted you on your own, or, okay, or maybe you trying to give someone in your family the heads up, try to stop taking the drugs, stop taking the drugs, stop taking the drugs. These people are working behind the scenes, okay? Keep your head clear, stop taking the drugs. There's people around you, not your friends. You could have been trying to give them the heads up, pay attention, open your eyes, okay? Right? Stop taking the drugs. It's blocking out your third, it's blocking, you're blocking, it's blocking your intuition. Stop taking the drugs. There's people around you, okay? They're not your friends, or someone was working, or someone was getting payments from an authority figure. Could have been an earth sign, okay? They kept going back and forth, or someone was paying them to manipulate you, to cast you an illusion. King of Swords in reverse. He is a liar. King of Swords, nasty piece of work. King of Swords, he was lying, okay? Oh no, sorry, it's King of Pentacles. Sorry about that. King of Pentacles. Maybe someone's lost their money, or they wanted you to lose your money, or this King of Pentacles was a rich man for doing this, or trying to, someone could lose some money, or maybe they've got to give their partner a lot of money because something's been seen in regards to them being in the same sex. Something was on camera, or some information's out, okay? King of Pentacles, someone that had money losing their wealth or betraying another, okay? Or if they wanted you to lose your wealth or whatever, something's gone back. It's happening fast. Something's happening fast, okay? Yeah, they tried to sacrifice you, okay? Person, a place, a thing. You're aware, you become aware. Oh, okay, they tried to sacrifice me. Wow, okay. Yeah, doing spell work, you become aware, okay, that they wanted to keep you stuck. Or the energy that they were sending, they wanted you to hang, yeah? That's what they were hoping. Rather than them putting their hands on you, if you take yourself out, it's easier, okay? They were sending that dark energy, okay? The spirit of death. They were messing with graveyard, with the dead, okay? I'm picking up the spirits, like, which is sick of these people, okay? Like, they kept using them. Like, we're not here, like, leave us alone. They kept bringing up the, yeah, okay? Yeah, someone's sick, to make someone sick, okay? Make someone sick, okay? Someone's sick. They were watching to see if you'd get up from this, okay? They wanted to make you sick, okay? Or someone is sick here from something they've done, okay? Could be the same Page of Swords, or whoever this is, you know, energies. I mean, she's got the same pink top on. It could be the same one that's sick. The Page of Swords, okay? The Aquarius energy, feminine or masculine, okay? Someone's sick, okay? Or you were sick, or they were sending you the spell work, okay? Maybe you had some type of surgery, okay? You were sick, okay? You could have been in the same relationship. You could have been having a relationship with this person, okay? But your intuition was off because, like, they were casting you an illusion, okay? Someone was casting you an illusion. They wanted your money, right? Or someone has lost a lot of money, okay? Whether you's involved, they was involved, okay? Someone's lost a lot of money, okay? They wanted your money. The people in the community, they're working with people in the community, okay, to steal, okay? They were betraying you, okay? Stealing off you. Six of Cups, someone from someone's past may have tried to return, or someone wants to return. This could be someone that you knew from your childhood, okay? Uncle, cousin, or someone that knew your family member. Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio. Okay? They could have been like feeding you food. Like, yeah, I've cooked this food for you and putting something in it. But that was making you sick, okay? You could have been eating and drinking something, feeling, oh, why don't I feel well? Or something. It could have been, yeah, trying to sacrifice you. Wow, okay. Yeah, you could have been having headaches, bad headaches, or something was up with your stomach, okay? Feeling bad symptoms, or someone here tried to poison someone or put something in someone's food, okay? Yeah? To get them sick. And then someone was watching, okay? They weren't hoping that you'd get up from this, but then they saw you getting up from it and going about your daily business, and they were like, like, what? Like, they may have got really worried for doing this, because that's a, right, okay, another strike for this person that was involved, okay, all these people, they should never have come for you, okay, you were the bait, all right, they were celebrating in the community, okay, or there was a group in the community that was celebrating, or you are getting, there's someone here that's getting celebrated, like, maybe people in the community are happy now, like, yeah, we found the truth out to who that person is, wow, we actually trusted them, okay. Three of Cups. Yeah, that someone here was betraying another in the community to get the community to set upon them, okay? Like, what? They're this, they're that. Like, there was a lot of lies. It's all an illusion. They casted an illusion to the community, okay, about you. They didn't want you getting up from something, okay? They lied. They really defamed your character. Defamation. That defamation of character, putting you through emotional distress, okay? Trying to bully you. Some of you could have dealt with post-traumatic stress disorder. Maybe there's a load of things that you know, that's going against them for what they've done to you. Emotional distress, having you living in fear, so many things, okay? Three of Cups, the community could be celebrating now, maybe because maybe people in the community, someone could have been showing off in the community, or someone was like, well, I've got all these people in the community and they're my friends, and some of them didn't even like the person. They're like, oh, he's a show off, or she's a show off, okay? Someone that had fortune, or someone was, you know, driving around in their whatever car it is, okay? Or they're like, you know, just showing off. Someone's a show off from some people in the community, or someone thought all these people in the community didn't like you, or some, really, there was some that would celebrate with you, but they didn't like you type of energy. There's a celebration in the community. Five of Cups, someone's, yeah, missed opportunity, okay? Someone lives near a bridge. There could be a bridge near a community, okay? A bridge. Could be UK, America, could be anywhere, okay? Could be Brooklyn Bridge, I don't know. I don't know what the bridges are over there. Michigan Bridge, I'm not sure what bridges they're called. But it could be, again, this could be a bridge overseas, or a bridge here, okay? Maybe they were trying to bring up the dead. Something about the dead not being able to go as far as the bridge. Something about the bridge, or the energies can't go over the bridge, okay? Or something couldn't go over the bridge, okay? Or something was thrown over a bridge. That could have been another thing, okay? Overseas, something could have been washed up on the beach, okay? Something is thrown in the over the bridge, or someone was on the boat and threw something in the sea and something washed up, okay? That could have been another thing. Something about suitcase. A suitcase could have been found, okay? Could have been people in the suitcase. Sorry, people, I've just been called to see it. Missed opportunity. Something washed up. Something was washed up, okay? Some evidence was found, okay? Five of Cups. Missed opportunity. Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio. Someone's sad, okay? Either missed opportunity. Someone's crying. Something's a missed opportunity, or they weren't able to, okay, obtain some wealth with these people in a community. They were involved in the coven, the group, okay? Ten of Pentacles, generational wealth, okay. Generational wealth, investment, okay. Someone could have been, yeah, it could be someone investigating someone like, how'd you get all this money? How'd you get all this abundance and stability and wealth? Long-term financial security, okay. So they could have been asking someone in this group, okay, well, how'd you get all that money? But stealing people's inheritance, okay? Getting people taken out and stealing their inheritance. Future generations taking people's inheritance, okay? You know, like a child taking their inheritance, okay? This could have been all their inheritance, but they steal the inheritance, okay? Or they want the children to grow up to get on drugs so they can steal their inheritance, or they put them in compromising positions, or they put them through things that you know, they hope they wouldn't get up from, okay? Taking children from their parents from overseas, okay? All right, putting them in compromising positions, okay? Chaining them up, taking them overseas, okay? Stealing them from families, stealing the inheritance, okay? Oh, wow. This is what, making money from bringing people from overseas, trafficking people. Four of Cups. Four of Cups. Someone may be trying to reach out to someone again, casting another illusion. Someone's like, they're closed off, they're not answering the phone. Someone else could be trying to ring your phone. Someone's trying to reach out, you're like, no, I'm not accepting that cup. Okay, you're not about to I'm not about to have another missed opportunity in my life. Okay, someone here could be reaching out that's under some influence, okay, because they're having missed opportunities, because they're under the influence. They want you having missed opportunities. Come and join me to have missed opportunities. You're like, no, thanks, you're not reaching out, okay? You're like, you're not meant to be on my journey. Or this is something that you no longer do, or you're over it, okay? Or you're over energies, or you're just moving on. You used your intuition, okay? There could have been a Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio that knew that you're using your intuition, or you were someone in the community that was with a group, okay? Or you use your intuition. A Hierophant, yeah, the coven, okay? They could have been meeting up in a church, okay? Or some secret come out. Or they were talking about, wow, they were meeting up in a church, okay? There could have been like someone in the church that worked in a church that was also involved in this, okay? Using the church as a front, if you know what I mean. Using the church as a front. Or someone from the coven tried to reach out, okay? Or because you knew it was a secret, they were like, don't go down that road. What you're doing is a sin. But they're part of the coven as well, okay? You're like, yeah, whatever, okay? Because you were speaking of you knew the secret. You had the keys. They were like, no, what you're doing is a sin. You're like, no, what you're doing is a sin, okay? You're into this. Like, how dare you come and tell me what I'm doing is a sin when you're using the Lord's name in vain? Like, that is the biggest sin, okay? The secret, you gave the secret, you know the secret, okay? Someone that's part of an establishment, okay? Someone that's part of this coven, someone that's part of this organisation. They were part of the Taurus energy, could be cultural differences, okay? Someone that's part of this organisation, okay? Kept coming and asking, are you all right? Are you well? How's your mental health? Blah, blah, blah. You're like, it's fine, okay? Because they were reporting back to the group, okay? You knew the secret. You spoke of the secret about this person, okay? Pay attention to the fingers, people. Yeah, okay. Someone was But you could be a spiritual leader, okay? Or they went and spoke to someone, some type of leader, spiritual leader in a church, I don't know, okay? Or they're like, oh my God, they're speaking of our secret. How can we stop them, okay? All right, let's try to make them feel aware of what they're doing. Oh, what you're doing is a sin. You're like, no, what you've done is a sin. Exactly, okay? Something's ended. Investigate it. Someone's watching, okay? Someone could be watching you. There could be a camera around you, okay? Someone was watching. Someone was watching you from inside the church, maybe, okay? I mean, it looks like a church window, doesn't it? Okay, maybe that's just for some, okay? Someone was watching. Someone was watching from a laptop, okay? Investigator. Someone was watching. The hermit. You could be in hermit mode. Someone could be watching you in hermit mode. You're like, yeah, I know these people are watching me. Ain't nothing new, okay? You're like, yeah, I know. But there's nothing they're hiding from me, okay? Look. You could be a spiritual healer, guru, teacher. You may have something to do with a Taurus, or there could have been a Taurus that was married. Okay, Ace of Swords, okay? They were lying to you. They were lying to you. They were saying, what you're doing is a sin. You're like, okay, well, whatever. It was a lie. Okay, you're like, yeah, I'm not about to stop because I'm speaking of a secret. They didn't want you speaking of this secret in regards to what they were involved in. So they tried to make you feel away of what you're doing was wrong. You were like, okay, I'm, it's like, receive messages, okay? It's like divine intervention. They were using the Lord's name in vain, okay? People in the church. Someone was like, well, I go to church on a Sunday, or something like that, okay? Or the church is this. Using the church, but really, yeah, that's what they're doing in the church. You understand what I'm saying? Okay. Ace of Wands, no luck, passion, new adventure for a fire sign. Nine of Pentacles, someone's losing some wealth. They didn't want you being self-reliant, okay? They wanted to have control over you. This is why they were saying, oh my God, what you're doing is a sin. Ace of Swords in reverse, okay? Lie, it's a lie, okay? They didn't want you being self-reliant. They wanted you relying on them. They wanted to have control over you. You're like, no. Temperance, an organisation wanted control over you. Temperance, there, you were the earth angel. They should never come for you, okay? This is principalities. These are principalities, okay? Principalities, okay? Light versus darkness, okay? You work for the divine, but they're using the Lord's name in vain in the church, okay? Meeting up in a church like, oh, we're holier than thou. Like, okay, but you are the earth angel, okay? You have a mission. It's like these dark people, because you're like these energies that are attracted to your light, like their mission is to destroy. You're like, yeah, I know. Ain't nothing new. Been going through it all my life, okay? So nothing's new to you, okay? You're aware. Everyone you've had a dream of, you've been shown all these people in a dream state. Six of Pentacles, yeah. They want to try to make out like there was equal give and take, but they weren't equal give and take. They took from you to give to someone else, or someone else wanted to, someone else in the family or group wanted to take your gift, or they stole your gift, or they wanted to try to take your gift, or they were acting like that. They had your gift, okay? All right? Stealing, taking. Someone was taking, okay? Because of your gifts, they were stealing your money. Because of the gift, they were stealing your money. They better pay this money back. They've got to pay this money back. Okay, they're going through more karma. More karma and judgment's coming. Okay. Knight of Wands. in and out energy. Someone may want to rush towards you, okay? Someone may want to rush towards you, okay? You could have been a fire sign, Aries, Leo, Sag. Maybe you've also gone through this, okay? Wherever you are in the world, or they sent in, or someone was working with. There's many. Look, there's positive fire signs, there's negative with anyone, any star sign. But there could have been someone here, Knight of Wands, in and out energy, okay? Or someone could be now realizing that, you know, maybe they were collecting. Someone here was going around sleeping like with, you know, feminine, stealing their energy, taking their energy, okay, for them to manifest, okay. So some of you now could be pulling back from sex, okay, like, no, you're not getting my energy, okay, to manifest for yourself. The Tower, ooh, in reverse, wow, ooh, that ain't good. Yeah, that ain't good. King of Cups, ooh, that ain't good. King of Swords, the Tower in reverse, that ain't good. The Tower upright is a foundation crumbling, but this has come down, okay? It's been forced to come down. There could have been a fire in a home and it's burnt down, okay? Could have been a fire in a home, okay? Something they done in a home. Could have been a practitioner's home. Something set alight. It was on fire. There was a big fire. Or there was a fire somewhere, okay? There was a fire, okay? A lot of smoke, a lot of fire, a lot of burning, okay? Two of Wands. Two of Wands. Someone could have been in cahoots with their mother, sister, cousin, whatever. Okay, someone's like, yeah, travel towards that one, or they was all in cahoots, the family, the group, okay? Them and their family, okay? Don't matter what country they come from, them and their family, okay? Everyone knows about them and their family, like, wow, okay? Their family, okay? Them and their family, they're all involved in this. Them and their family. Eight of Cups, you weren't emotionally, you're leaving behind what no longer emotionally fulfills you. So you walked away from an energy, okay, to embark on a new journey of self-discovery and spiritual growth, okay. Sagittarius, reality shattered. They could have been some type of leader, or they may have been on stage, or whatever it is. They could have been some type of into some artist, something to do with, maybe their reality is shattered, okay, something shattered. Maybe they've realised that these people that was around them was liars. They lied to them, they casted an illusion, using them to be a rapper or be on stage, to steal their riches, okay. Alright, Sagittarius energy, their reality is shattered. Like, they know who these people are that they worked with. Like, wow, okay, they're angry. Sagittarius is angry, okay. They even went for your children, okay. Someone here was on stage, someone here had stage presence, okay. They even come for your child, okay. Maybe they even use your child to swear on the mother, okay. Like the child may have said in the song, I swear on my mum, like in a track, in a song. Like, you should never have done that. You should never have done that. You should never have sworn on your mother. You should never have done that. Their reality is shattered, or they come for the, or they lied. Well, say this lyric, okay? All right? I swear. Like, it's like, I swear on oath. I swear. Someone could have, like, didn't care. All right, I'll get all the money, sacrificing. I swear. Okay, blood oath. I swear. Someone's reality is shattered. Someone here was getting some type of recognition. Some type of artist, someone here, reality shattered. I swear. They could have, like, used their mother. I swear on my mother, okay? Like, you should never have done that, okay? The woman that brought you in the world, like, temperance earth angel energy. Wow, okay, bad karma for that. Or they come for your children, or they manipulated, they casted an illusion, used these lyrics, okay? All right? Sagittarius, okay? Sagittarius energy. okay? Or you could be someone that's got Sagittarius in your placement, okay? By you speaking up, or Sagittarius was angry that you're getting recognition, okay? Look, they're watching you, they're mad, look at the face, like, yeah, okay, you're someone that's getting some type of public recognition, okay? Okay, I'm going to leave it there. Thanks for joining me. Until next time.